Like, look at that house. That's like the house from Up. I ain't leaving. You're gonna have to tie balloons to my roof to get me out of here. You're about to join me for a full weekend of TED Talk fun here in Reno, Nevada. It's the most grueling 72 hours of your life. You don't have the stamina. You don't have the willpower. Only the best, most fit intellectuals have the ability to do these things. Donna. She's trying to do it like perfect. So this is the area people say there's good restaurants and bars, right? It's so weird how much TV I watched growing up that I remember this song was used as like an NBC commercial to promote like Frasier. So they'd be like, once, twice, 3 times a Frasier, every Monday night. Please advise the front desk if any of the equipment is not functioning properly. The whole space doesn't function properly. Let me sneak back here. Just gonna get, is this my coffin? Is this where I die? Is this where, no horseplay. What amount of horseplay can happen in here? Usually it's like they find a closet and then they just fill it with a bunch of garbage. And they're like, yeah, lift the garbage. That's your gym workout. Okay, there's more going on in here than I thought there would. All right, not bad. I take some of it back, but most of it I don't. That room's despicable. Jersey City, Cleopatra hangs out.
I always keep ice water right here. So
Beautiful, thank you. People in Reno are so nice that you're not sure if they're like the nicest, kindest person you've ever met, or they're luring you to their backyard dungeon. That guy just offered us ice water. He's like, come back anytime for ice water. We're like, what? Oh, come back for the ice water. It's laced with drugs, and then I drag you to my house. That's the only option. I'm sure Reno is hot in the summer, but I would describe Reno's weather as like the type where you're mad you left without a jacket, and then you get 1 inch into the sun, you're like, thank God I didn't bring a jacket. Like, oh, this would be the hottest day of my life. Now, every older man in Reno looks like they're a prospector. It's just a look here. I've never seen prospector guy in New York or Boston. A hat that looks like it's 1,000 years old. A vest made from the same material as the hat. And then they're like grizzled. Their skin is leathery. You're like, oh, you look like you were a plant that grew from the ground in Reno. Like, this is how sheltered I am. I see a hotel like this, I'm like, oh, it's like a movie-looking motel. Like, no, people stay there, Jared. Oh no, that guy fell over. You okay, sir? You okay? You okay?
I gave her a $600.
Like, he was so easily helpful. Yeah, let's cross the street. Like, now look how good that guy's walking. But he was bleeding. Like, it's like the Old West. Like, you keep waiting for someone to just like pull a grift on you. He fell over in a way that looked very much like how someone on meth would fall over, like in slow motion. The other guy coming the other way ran over, and he's like, I gave the woman $600 at the cathedral. I'm sitting there like, what? And then the other guy was like, I got you. Let me take you this way. You guys are filming, you got things to do. Again, Reno, it's either someone's a better person than me or the greatest grift of the century.
Just want to be clear.
Sorry, hold on, there's a preacher.
Be no longer under the penalty of sin.
If I owned a hotel, I'm not putting on this sad music outside of my dark entrance to my old 80s looking hotel. Like, this seems like I'm walking in to lose my mortgage. What I love about, like, when you go to the West Coast, all the Italian places can't just be like Tony's or Joe's Pizza. It's gotta be Paisano's. It's gotta be. This is the Riverwalk. This is the second time I've been here in my life. This is way nicer than I remember it being. I remember I was like, what do I do in Reno? They're like, go to the river. And I came over here, and it was as if I walked into The Walking Dead. Like, it was just like people on drugs just walking around like crazy. I can't believe how much this has been built up, to tell you the truth. Every time I'm in like the West, you think of those people who like were like, we're going west. And then they kept traveling, And then at every town, there's someone that was like, I've had enough. I'm done. We're never getting to another ocean. It's not there. Lewis and Clark were fucking liars. Like, so every town is named after like a wimp. You know, like Mr. Reno was just like, who wants to stay with me? Because I'm not walking anymore. And that's how Reno happened. If I saw this river, I'd be like, what more do you need? It does look like a body would just come floating by. Oh my God, I'm not wrong. It's on a scooter.
Are you doing a talk?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, I'm doing like a talk, I think.
You can film, but you can't post it on.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that we were about that.
No problem.